Hi everybody, so welcome to the stream. We're playing Football Manager 2019, and last time where we left off, let me just do, let me have a quick. So I think what happened was Football Manager simmed 2 matches because I set up the settings to so that everybody would so nobody would bog up the game basically uh, by taking too long on. No, okay. Not print screen. Okay, so preferences. So I set up the settings so that um, so th this I want to change in match time because last time the game simmed after a few minutes. So I'm gonna set this to 10 minutes is the max. So I'm gonna set it to, I would say, 8 minutes. Uh, and pre-match I want to make it 4 minutes. Yeah. So these are the only two things I want to change for now. Uh, so yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, continue. Okay. So there's, I don't think anybody else is online. Thomas Arthur. Sorry, not this. So he just disconnected, right? So he's not online. So so let's see if there's anything important over here. So we have a player from what's it called, Germany, I think it is. Germany, Red Bull Leipzig. A winger, I think he is. Let me actually go in. So I don't have a timer, so maybe I can take a bit of time to look into this. But so he looks like a good player, and he's not too pricey. So, but the thing is, I need a right winger. I don't need a left winger. We've got plenty of options on the left. I think we have 3 good options on the left, which is more than enough. So done. If he's played on the right, I might consider him. No, he's on the left. So actually, I heard about Forsberg. I heard that Arsenal were interested during the summer window. But he obviously didn't join them. They said he was a good player, and he was Swedish, right? Swedish. Yeah. So Arsenal were interested in him. Sergio Roberto is another player who's 26, and uh, so he's so by the time, and a right back, right? 26-year-old right back. Pretty expensive, but maybe he's worth it. Uh, not the type of player I want, and he's mostly a midfielder, from what I can see. So I'm not gonna get him. Um, and so, oh, I know why the timer isn't clicking now, because while I was away, I turned the timer to like wait for an infinite time because I didn't want the game to proceed while I was away. Questions. Okay, so I chose not to speak to him while I was away. Okay. So how did this happen actually? Uh, Never mind. So they're asking us to not play very attacking, reduce support duties, increase attack duties. So they want us to play, I would say, more rigid, like not. So the attack players, but they're asking us to play 4 to 5 attacking players. So risky. Sorry, not risky, but more players forward basically. Nothing risk. Okay, so uh, focus down the middle. I don't know, get stuck in and press with higher intensity. So none of these things I really care about. I need to see the opposition to really decide on what tactics to use. I don't really pay too much attention to how do you influence the player. So he took the pre. Okay, so the assistant took care of everything. Uh, Training and review, Manchester United under 23 and 18. Okay. So that I messaged him and he said no problem. So not an issue. Okay. Election day arrives for so somebody's playing. Okay, Coxwell. Starting from the date they took over as well. So I'm not too sure if that's good news or bad news. So after the last two results, we're looking good in terms of where we are in the table. I'm gonna go into the schedule. In the competitions tab to show you where we are at in terms of the position in the league. So we'll do that in a bit. So now Harvey, do I know him? 16-year-old, so not really. Is there a way to filter out these messages? No. So I don't receive messages about for the under 16 team. So it's not under follow. Compare with contract. Obviously not contract. So obviously I don't think I can filter out these messages. So the game continued right exactly when I pressed. I was done finished what I was trying to do. So I'm gonna have another look into the competition and see where we are at in terms of the positions of the table. Okay, so the game is taking a little bit to load. So we had quite a lot of people join the sorry, I'm actually sick and I can't play the game and what's it called, unmute the mic. So I'll be right back. Just okay. So fail to make sense display in terms of what? I can where? Why can't I? Okay, qualification round. So basically, we replay. So we didn't exactly lose the game, which is fine. I don't think I was the one who playing this game, so that is fine as well. I don't know why the game simmed this match. I can't remember where I left off. Okay, I forgot to press competition. So we're 18th. We're not in the relegation zone anymore, but we're not far from it. So we're only 2 points away from the relegation zone in terms of goal difference. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. There are teams above us which have worse goal difference, but generally, I would say we're goal difference and position fairly accurate. I mean, there's a team below us that has better goal difference, and a team Darlington has -4, but they're still 14th. So we're doing okay. So we won 3. So the reason we're doing well is because for wins. I think we are a team that does well because we try to have an approach where we try to win the games. Whereas some of the other teams like Stockport, Borough, and Pennymore, they're drawing too many games. And Christian Ashton is a team like us. They try to win their games. So if you look at Christian Ashton and FC United, they have similar results. Like they two. I mean, 2 wins and 2 draws, and we won and we draw one. So we just converted one more game, one more match, and from a draw to win, and we're out of the relegation zone. So you need to have like 3 draws, make 1 win. So sometimes it's good to actually take a risk and try to a game that win the game that's just in the balance, and there's a chance that if you take the chance, I mean, if you take the risk, you might win. So sometimes you have to take a little bit of risk in this game to get the 3 points. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna look into this. None of these are scouted, and I think I have a scout, so I'm gonna turn off agent offers. Okay, so no, board. So I have 3 seconds. Board stuff. Where's this? So I have a chief scout and data analyst. So I think everything's okay, and we're the highest in the league in terms of scouting. In terms of coaching, we're the highest in the league. In terms of attack, our fitness is a little bit low, but other than that, we're above average in terms of coaching. So Southport is the next match that we're gonna play. So yeah, so let's see. So Handbox Southport in 2 days. Anything I want to pay attention to though. So one thing I want to pay attention to is confidence. Confidence, yeah. So club stature undecided. So that doesn't, and that's not gonna factor in at the moment. Transfers. I don't know if I made any transfers. I can't remember any transfers. I was trying to offload players. I actually bought a player that was young because one of our players that was out of contract left. So that's something that happened. So philosophies are relevant because we don't have any philosophies. The dressing room atmosphere improved by a lot. So it was really bad before. Was it really bad? Yeah, it was really bad before, and now it's improved by a lot. Uh, I'm actually trying to think which one was it, that Manchester United or what's it called, FC United, that had bad dressing room atmosphere. I think it was FC United. So that's another thing. So we have 40 seconds. Okay, and something I want to look at. So tactics satisfied. So they're not entirely satisfied with the tactics, but I'm gonna stick to what I have, what I'm playing with right now. I'm gonna develop the players to fit the tactics rather than change the tactics at the moment for to gain a short-term fix. So transfers, uh, no transfers is what it says, but there have been transfers. This player, what's it, I think his name was Neil, something like Neil. He was a striker. Okay, so the game continued. We'll get back to that later. So, okay, so Schneiderlin, one appearance away from 50, which means Everton will have to pay us $1 million. Not a big amount of money. Okay, so we goal disallowed. Lack of first team football. I'm wondering if the game continued and I'm just like going through the motions, simming, like. Okay, so I'm gonna speak to. And why is De Gea the captain? Now, why not Valencia? Is Valencia injured or something? Like, why not Valencia? I don't know. So, Lindelof. I don't think you much ability in him. I don't think your ability is all that much actually. So, so you get cup games is what I'm gonna tell you. I think I would allow him to leave. So, um, so allow him to leave or risk the atmosphere getting worse if I don't play him in the next 6 months to a year or something like that. Like this option, I think, uh, show some patience. It just like pushes the issue away, and the player comes back with even more frustration and stuff like that he's not played. So it's worse if you're not gonna play him, offload him, get somebody else who is gonna play or something like that. Restructure your team. Besides, or if you really need some time and to uh, get, if you need to bind time and stuff like that, then this option is good. But if you see that you won't need him and you don't need him now, then I think it's this is the best option that you can leave at the earliest opportunity. But um, and this option is also subduing it, but not as long term. It's like challenging the player to show that he can do better and stuff like that. And this is probably the worst option there could be, that get on with your job. uh, okay, so to be honest with you, I'm gonna choose the worst option here, and I'm gonna tell him to get on with his job because I don't want to send him, and I don't want to promise him anything at the moment about coming back and stuff like that. So there's no cautious. Oh my god. Okay, so you're a professional and you need to carry on your job. Okay, so he's not happy. I can't imagine why he would be. So Huddersfield. I think the game is simming all the matches because maybe I don't know why. I've got to figure that out. I'm not here to go through the motions and see all the matches simmed and whatnot. So I'll see why the games have been simmed and whatnot. So discussed it with Lindelof. So let me just check something. Schedule. Give me the calendar. Calendar, yeah. Oh, I'm looking at. Okay, so I don't think it's simmed all the matches because Southport is next in one day, and that's who we're playing. And that's FA Cup fourth round draw. Okay. So we're playing Southend, right? So I'll get to see how they play. I have 1 minute 47. I don't want to waste that time, so I'm gonna. Go here. So has there been any change? I don't know. I have no idea if there's been any change because I don't think last time I checked this guy was on the top. I think somebody else was, but I don't know. So they maybe just came and left and they didn't bother to set up the game or whatnot. So what to do? Southport. Okay, so what formation did they play? Senior team 4-4-2 and team report. Get. So I don't have their team report, or do I? Okay, so when I get their team report, I'll look into it. So they're gonna probably play a 4-4-2, and looking at their players, the player. I don't think there's a big any big pattern that I could exploit. Their one thing I noticed is their fullbacks are a little bit weaker. But other than that, I didn't notice anything. Let's go into their squad profile. Sorry, not this profile, and see if there's any. Uh, so I haven't actually set this up. I'm probably gonna set it up later so that I can do an analysis of the opposition team. Okay. I've seen that pre-match tactical analysis, increase attack duties, stay on feet, route reaper, take short kicks. Nothing that I want to do. They're telling me to be more defensive in nature. I don't want to do that. I I wish I'm gonna turn off tactical like tactical. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes I get a once in a while I get some kind of like Huddersfield. So yeah, so it simmed the match. I don't know. Am I on holiday or something? Oh no, I'm not on holiday, but I'm getting. So why am I getting this now? Schedule. I'm a bit confused actually, but we won the game. And the last game I played was against Watford. I remember that. So the game against Ajax and Huddersfield was won. Uh, I'm not too sure if I won them or the match against Ajax, but I surely didn't play against Huddersfield. I think my last match was against Ajax or Watford. Not too sure what happened, but anyways, William E. Scolari, players are international. Okay, continue. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. So I set up. So for those of you who don't know, this is a multiplayer game. I've set up a server by the name of Big League, and anybody can join. Anybody can take up any team they want. The only thing is, the better team, basically the top six in England and otherwise better teams have been taken up already. So okay, there's Dani Alves, Manutd, Brazil plays. So he plays as right back. I can't remember who's the other option playing in the right for Brazil. Mm. So next week. So while this is loading, let me show you guys something. So oh, it's actually loaded. So never mind. So training schedule for upcoming week, and I don't really want to see this at the moment. So training schedule for under 18s. So I'll just have a quick look. So training calendar, primary, tactic, FC United 2018. Next week, tactical style, balanced. So they're working on tactics, I think. Match practice, yeah. So basically, we've got 3 matches coming up. So not a lot of attention towards training, more towards match practice and getting fit for the match and whatnot. And in 2 weeks, we have 1 match, and we have more training basically, and coming up and whatnot. So I have 55 seconds to solve the game basically. So what could I go into? So Southport in 1 day. Schedule, no. Scouting, no. Transfers, no. So actually I want to go into scouting, and I want to say not this filter. Don't show me agent offers. Don't show me agent offers. Okay. And these all should go away. No, they didn't. Why not? If they're not gonna go away, what's the point of filtering them? Let me try again. Freeze and offers. So the game continued. Januzaj. So 5 matches away from 40. Real San Sebastian will have to give us 900 pounds, 9,000 pounds. 18. Training schedule changes and whatnot. Continue. So if I don't get to play the match against Southport, I know that the game is simming all the matches up till a certain point, and I need to catch up to that point for me to play this game. I'm gonna try and do a 4 hour or 5 hour stream today, just because yesterday I wasn't able to finish the stream. I got too tired and I wanted to take a break, but I didn't actually come back from the break. So I'm gonna try and do a 4 hour or 5 hour stream, depending on if I can stay up that long, like if I don't get tired and whatnot. So we'll see. So Chester make web offer. Reminder check conference. So that's fine. Training. So this is the player I signed, but I don't know why in conference he doesn't show up. So history. Okay. So I signed him. So he was at the academy in a League One club. Okay. Yeah, so role. So he's not in the first team. So I don't know why I'm seeing him. And as a major. So why am I seeing players that are not in the first team? Is he in the first team? No, he's not. So why am I seeing him? Training. Also, I don't know why I'm seeing these guys. So edit training schedule. This is about training, right? Training advice. Yeah, I don't want to. I thought it was tactical advice or something. So I don't want to see this right now. Tactical brief reminder. So so biggest negative is touches to goal ratio. Not a concern for me. I've set my team to be more defensive, take more time, and play counterattacking at the same time, which doesn't make sense because counterattacking is supposed to be fast and direct. You look for the quickest opportunity to counter attack, but the way I set it up is it's more it's slow, but it looks for clear cut chances and to open up the opposition and looks for to counter press and stuff like that. So it's a counter attacking style that's more patient. So handle briefing. Let me see. I'm gonna request a 2-minute break, just so that it doesn't go away and stuff like that. So the way I remember, they're playing 4-4-2. Let me check if I can see any stat. And so the thing that would be important for me is against the 4-4-2. I need to see who makes the most interceptions and tackles. I want to see like if they have a player that is dominant in midfield that kind of stops all the play and whatnot. So I can't see the name of the opposition here anywhere, so I could click. I'm just gonna go ahead here and click. So okay, so player it says chalkboard here, but let me see stats. Is there defensive? General play should do it, I think. Is there? Yeah, general play should do it. Interceptions and tackles basically. So is there a player that dominates that? So this is crosses and headers and stuff like that. Not really. This, but stats. Should I go in discipline? Yeah, tackle one. Yeah, it's in discipline. So what is it? So I'm just gonna add a column here for interceptions. Insert column. Stats. Chalkboard. Not that. Tackle and interceptions. Interceptions per 19. I think that makes more sense. And give it. Okay, tackles one. Okay, so I want to look at first team players and I want to look at players with in midfield that have a high. So I don't know which position he plays. So I'm just gonna click on general. I think it should be in the general position. So he plays as a striker, so not in. So he shouldn't be a concern for me. So I want to see if there's uh, if these two players make a lot of tackles and interceptions. So not a lot of interceptions by them. Tackles, one player is clearly putting a lot of tackles in, and the other is average. He doesn't put that many. So this player is like, if you look at tackles one, the highest player with the most amount of tackles, he's the one. So he's making a lot of tackles. So I have to play in a way that uh, I'm not playing too close to him. So in midfield, I'm not playing too close to him, and generally, he likes to play on the left. So I have to watch my right player. So I have to instruct my right player, right player Dempsey, to adopt some kind of uh, be more expressive. I'm not gonna play expressive in this game because of that player. Um, Instead, I'm gonna do the opposite. Be more disciplined, and I can't increase the tempo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask them to work this place. So uh, basically, instead of using creativity in midfield, we use you could say creativity in attack. And that's another way of putting it. But okay, so he is defensive. So another thing I would put is there any option? So instead of deep lying playmaker, play him central midfielder, defend. Yeah. So he's not on the ball as much, and I want to play him attack. Maybe putting him in attack might increase the distance between them, and he gets the ball more often. I mean, he gets the ball in a position that he's not too close to that player, and that has more attack. So besides this, I'm gonna keep everything the same. And let's see, tactics. Uh, uh, much higher tempo, so I'm gonna emphasize that. And nothing else. I wouldn't. I don't think I want to talk about anything else. The other thing I would say is there anything I can say to him that's useful? No. Okay. And the game it went, and I don't even know if telling them to play at higher tempo went through because actually it did. I think, yeah. So you handle the match. Okay, so I don't want to feed the draw. So let's continue the game. Okay, so social meeting and a lot of free agent. I'm just gonna clear all. I didn't see that option before. So Man United against Chelsea in a few days. Black Forest in football. Herrera is a player that I could use, and I don't have too many players in midfield. So I'm gonna discuss with Herrera, say be patient, and yeah, be patient. Southport, and okay, so everything looks good. And do I want to change anything? I don't think so. This player needs time. Squad available for under 18. Make him available for under 18, so he doesn't have to come with uh, rusty feet and whatnot into the game. Everything else looks fine, and he's ineligible. So where's Neil Lion? Sorry, uh, Lions. And why is he ineligible? Shandong cannot play in his parent club. Okay, so he's from Southwood. Okay, I think everything's fine. is this happening? Double check. There's something wrong with the game. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to reset the game because of this. Because this is very annoying. And okay, so it got fixed. So I didn't have to reset the game, but no attempt. So as soon as I go into the game, yeah, as soon as I go into the game, that thing comes back on and whatnot. So I'm gonna quit the game now and reload the game. So um, today was a long day. I mean, it was a weekend day, but I was still I had lots to do today, so I don't feel too sharp at the moment because I'm a bit tired as well. And why is the game not loading? So it's in synchronizing. So I'm gonna see if I can. Okay. So let's see if there's anybody else playing the game at this time. So Football Manager 2019. So none of the big streamers that I know of are playing the game at the moment. And a lot of a lot of different countries are represented, like Czech, Spanish, Turkish, Portuguese, German, Marathon, Charity. Why does it say Charity? So the game is loading. I'm trying to set up the game. So one of the things is the save is on cloud, I think, and that's why it's synchronizing. So it's synchronized 20%. So just waiting for it to synchronize. Let me see if I'm on this right now. Yeah, I am. I'm second last. No views at the minute. So not a big problem. And just started out 2 weeks ago. Not exactly 2 weeks ago. A week and a few days. Okay, so why is this here? I didn't know that they showed this. Okay, so oh, it's ready. No, it's not ready to play. That's touch. That's ready to play. So I'm gonna see if try touch. Like let me see if I can show touch, and let me see how touch works. While Pro Major 2019 synchronizes. So So while the game synchronizes, and it's taking so long to load on Steam, so Football Manager 2019 has been synced about 40%. So I don't know what I can do so that I don't know why the game crashed. So it really shouldn't be crashing because the full game is out now. But it still crashed and I have to wait till it loads, which sucks big time. So let me see. Who? So there's a uh, Czech streamer that has 160 views, and after that there's somebody with 60 views and doing a marathon. So it's like half, about not even half actually. So the views are pretty stratified. Everybody's going to the top streamer basically. Uh, so did the game load? Let me check Steam again. So it says ready to play in terms of the touch, but when I click it, it says preparing to launch Football Manager 2019 touch. Nothing's happening. Well, the dots are moving, saying that it's loading, but why is it taking so much time? And right, but I'm steaming. I don't know. Okay. So besides Football Manager, I like this other game called Civilization 6. I don't know if you guys know about this game, but it's pretty good in terms of strategy and whatnot. So while the game loads, it's like hosting right now. So I'm gonna host. I'm just gonna go with the top player. So this is a game that's not very popular. Like you can see, it has 47 views at the minute, but I love this game because it's very strategically. It's very like it. You have to think very strategically and it's I love playing it on a higher difficulty. Not I don't play on DD because DD is too challenging for me. So so what so basically there's quite a lot of saves in this game, and you choose a save and you're doing a game where you're building the future of the civilization. Every civilization has its own strengths and weaknesses, and you have quite a few things that you can develop. One is culture. The culture chart is what they're showing right now, and the so basically this is a civilization, right? And here's the map. Uh, there's some area that's fogged out because that's a fog of war basically. So this is not just a war game. It's it's you can win in different ways. You can get a cultural victory, a religious victory, or a domination victory. Domination victory is the victory where you okay. So the game loaded. So let me go back, and it should play in a bit. So it says touch, but I'm gonna quit it and start the regular game. I don't know um, why the game took so long to load. So I'm gonna quit it and then play what's it called? Play the regular Football Manager. So let me quickly check how much percentage it has streamed and whatnot. So I can actually play Football Manager 2019. It's running. It says. How come there's two games running at the same time? Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm playing a multiplayer game. It's the name of the same is Big Time League. So I'm playing mostly in the English Premier League. I have two clubs, Manchester United and FC United, and um, basically the game is on a server called Big League. There's no password, so anybody can join. I have a few players who have joined the multiplayer game, and they've taken up most of the top 6 English clubs. So basically, here it is. So so most of the English clubs are taken up by some of the managers. Somebody took South Korea on, so and there's a teamless manager. So he's, I think, starting off unemployed. So let me just quickly log into my save. So I'm managing Manchester United. So let me log into the other save other one as well. So it should be here. Either game status. Okay, taken now. It's a good thing. Okay, so I mistyped the password. So it's a good thing that the game doesn't crash while I'm away, because I keep the game running for whenever I'm away. I play from 9 to 11, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I keep the game running so anybody can join the game, and hopefully players join in at the time that I play the game. But so why is this showing me this screen? Okay, so home. Manchester United. Okay, so it should play Southport next. So 1 minute. Okay, so Southport. I don't know if it's gonna ask me for the briefing again. South Korea to leave post. So basically, it's because somebody took the South Korea post, and somebody took West Ham on. Carabao Cup analysis. Not really interested at the moment. So training, I'm gonna leave that. Check on. So what happened? Did the game got? No, it says Southport next match, so I should be able to play the Southport match. So it's coming right up. So I noticed that I might have to change the tactics again. Yeah, I need to change the tactics again. So what I did last time was I played him in central defense when the game crashed, basically. So I played him central defense. I played him an attack, and I changed from expressive to where is it? Don't show me this. Oh, partnerships. Currently partnered attributes. Okay, so I can do that if I wanted to. But I don't want to play expressive. I want to play disciplined, and I want to play work the ball into the box. And if I get a chance to talk to them about yeah, so briefing, who handle briefing and tactics, tempo, keep the tempo high, and everything, and the briefing basically. So I'm gonna play this match, and United's match is kind of far. It's 10 days away, and in that time I'll probably be playing 2 or 3 matches in the what's it called. So I don't want to actually do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back, continue. So I should be playing a few matches with what's it called. So I'm gonna look into this later. Okay, so I actually can look into it. No, I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna clear the scout reports, basically, not scout reports, but agent offers, basically, and filter out the agent offers. Tell them not to send any offers again. But so this is Manchester United. The under 23s are and under 19s are under 18s. Sorry, are playing games, but the first team, there's no first team matches um, that are going to be played. So so I just had a chat with her. So discuss with her. So be patient. You'll get your chance. Okay, exit. continue. Match preferences, team selection. Okay, so submit team. Okay. Oh no, I actually need to choose the player. Okay. And does he play Super Keeper? Yeah, he does. I'm not gonna change that right now. So play. So I have about 8 minutes to sim this game. To play out this game. So basically, team talk. Team talk. I would say I want the wingers to show me something. So basically, nothing specific to say, but wingers assertively good display. Assertively, I want a good display. Kick off. So here it is. So the match starts. Let's see. So they're playing 4-4-2, like I expected them to play. The thing I would want to pay attention to is, in terms of defending, right? I want to see how many, how many tackles does their number 6 make. I think his name is Low. No, not Low. I want to see how many. Number 8, I think. Yeah, number 8, Lynch. So on number 8, Lynch, how many tackles has he made? He's already made 1 tackle. So let's see how things progress. He's made 2 tackles now, and the team has made 3 tackles all in all. So looking at the stats, FC United have all the possession in the world, but in terms of shots, everything's similar. So basically, we're dominating possession. I set up my corners so that we don't have too much going for us in terms of corners, but we can actually score on the counter. So now we need to score. Hopefully we can create something. Gives it to Dempsey. Dempsey got the penalty. And this is a good chance. So the game is even again. We're dominating possession, but not a lot of goal opportunities. I wouldn't be too disappointed if we drew the game and came out with a draw, because in real life I think Salford is a good team, better than FC United, I think, but we'll have to see. So Lynch is definitely dominating the tackling department. He's got 4 tackles, and all the other players combined have 8 tackles in between them. So if you look here, they've won 100%. So 9 tackles, and Lynch has made 4 tackles. But still, to be honest, without winning possession, it's come down to 69. So that's 2. Possession. So it will quickly tire out and we'll find more openings. That much possession is going to convert to something. You're going to have the ball for that long and not convert it. So, until trying to press to get the ball, it's not working out for them. Which is only 50% of the tackles. Try to boost our confidence, so we play better with the ball and take we're more confident because we're going to be quite far away from the relegation zone if we win this game, and so basically the left back probably got a knock or something like that. Left back is at 63, right back is at 65. Some of these players are very tired. Midfield is also tired. I'm not going to change anything, everything's going fine, so why change anything? Team match, start second half. So 11, there's G. For 55 minutes basically into the game, and possession of the ball. it is not easy, but not nice. Doesn't give me analysis. Possessions only less. So basically we had about, I would say 40-50% possession in the last 5 minutes. At this time I would have put down to reduce that, but so basically we were dominating possession in the first half, but we're not dominating possession for the last 5 minutes. I don't know if it's useful to look at the last 15 minutes, because that was enough so basically changes, there's been a lot of changes and lunch we were about 6 tackles was really bad. I think somebody joined the game, and they're setting up their team and whatnot. So let's see if I can do this very quickly. Okay. Okay, so he's joined, but he hasn't set everything up for himself and whatnot. So we'll give him his space and time and everything, and probably welcome him in a bit. So did somebody else join? It looks like 2 players joined. No, it's just him. So we have a good partnership between Richie and the center forward, striker basically. So let's see if we can get a goal. And looking at the stats, we're 64% in possession, so basically possession's going down, and hopefully we don't concede from this. Doesn't say. Yeah, I'll just go to this. I have 2 yellow cards. Nothing I would consider a concern at the moment. The player who just coming in has come in was a speedy player, fast player basically. So I'm gonna tactics. So instead of this, play this, and I think we're gonna So high tempo is being emphasized. So I'm going to change our Canadian for Crawford, Canadian points, and Crawford for this premium. Pay him as insert forward attack. Insert forward attack. Sorry. Insert forward attack. Nothing here. Insert forward attack. One's going here. Only one's play actually, so if I look at the tactic, well, we want to play at high tempo, and I would play him closer to the attack, but do not dribble the ball. I was playing with the sport. Do not dribble less, dribble less, dribble less, and okay. And I'm gonna take more chances. Attacking, yeah, taking fine. Well, let's see if it works or not. I'm just gonna push and get a goal. A draw is in a bad result. Dominate possession, but they play in the tension and they did really well. Look at their stats. They didn't have possession, but they had a lot of shots on target. So shots on target, so they did pretty well. If Saji must have been different for attack, and they did pretty well. For us, you so we're going back over with 3 points. We stay going. Pressed, I would say it's because of our press on number 3, their player number 3. We didn't have too much composure in the ball. Let me see if I can change something. Tactics, yeah. I want to play route 1, and I want to play route 1, and how does Lynch play? Lynch plays like this. Okay. So okay, so I give him play as a nonsense stopper, and the other players play defensive. Let me just quickly check everything. And you're going to play as butcher attack, and change the style to not this but route 1, and I would say go with it. Confirm. Go with it. very nice. No, it wasn't. So good to see that. They're getting into attacking positions, which is nervous for me. But I played a system that let me play and in terms of possession, we're down to 60%. At one point we were at 70%. So they're really changing it around in the possession. I think it's because they pick up Lynch, who was a tackle, and put on whoever goes off the ball. Probably help them connect the ball better in terms of midfield with that. Instead of supporting the defensive line with that. So their player Lynch made us. So their player Lynch made 6 tackles while he was playing, and none of the other players up to now have gotten up to that. I think Lowe's played the whole game and not gotten up to 6 tackles, and Lynch was there for around 50-60 minutes. When he was playing his tackles, so they brought off a ball with the player and brought on a player that I think we'll be able to see out this game. Let me just quickly make sure that shout, concentrate. So just a second. So that looks stressed. I don't really care about if you look stressed, but you play really well, and I'm encouraging them to play like that all the time. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him, because he scored 2-1 and created 1. I'm going to tell him you're dominating. What? He got confused by that. And so the other thing I'm going to look at is stats, and no, not stats actually, maybe stats, player ratings, maybe I'll find it here, actually stats over here. So I'm looking at passing, who had the highest passing completion rate. So the left back had a good completion rate in terms of passing. Logan had a really high passing completion rate as well. In terms of midfielders, Canadian had 63 and Dempsey had 88% completion in terms of passing. So I'm just going to tell him midfield you did well. So calm. You did well. Okay, so most of the players are not stressed anymore. Some of them are. Well, Manutd is confused. No, not Neil. Middlesbrough is confused, and the left back is stressed. So I'm gonna end it here and continue. Match. Continue. So we're 16th now. We've played one more game, so it hasn't made a huge change actually. Southport have probably dropped down. They're 12th now. We're 16th. So we climbed up about 2 spaces. We were 10th and now we're 16th. We're averaging a point a game. And if we can keep that up, I don't think we should have any problems in terms of relegation or whatnot. But we'll see. Too soon to say anything right now. So, home, inbox, Southport, social feed. So that player didn't end up staying, I think. Yeah, he didn't end up staying. Okay, continue. So match practice over here tells me that there's probably a match coming up, although I doubt it. Okay, so the match practice. Why do we have a match practice here and not a match? It's under 23s are playing, but not the first team. I don't know why this is the case. While this is loading, let me just quickly check something. Okay, so I'm just checking a few things out. So nobody. I okay. So Okay, so we submitted a verdict in terms, like we submitted a request in terms of getting a feeder club, and they've come back with a verdict with 4 clubs that we can have as feeder clubs. So looking at them, uh, I like Wigan and I like Barnsley. I don't know about the other ones. So Preston is in Championship, 3rd in Championship. Barnsley is in Sky League One, is in League One, and Bradford is in League One. Wigan is in Championship. So um, let's look at their facilities. Average coaching, average recruitment, low average channel analysis, average youth facilities. So basically, the thing I should really care about is corporate, not corporate facilities, but training ground, not training ground. Like the first team training facilities, yeah. Training facilities due to move to training ground on 2021, so basically in a few years. So if I want to form a long-term relationship, that would be great. So great training facility. And if I look at Wigan facilities, great training facilities. So I'm actually gonna go with Preston because I'm gonna go with Preston. So I'll make a recommendation. So Championship, so 115 annual fee, and if I go with Wigan, 1110. So I have to pay a person more, but in terms of long-term benefit, I think Preston is a better club. So I'm gonna select Preston. Let me just quickly look at the other teams. Not worth it. So Preston, we've made a link with Preston. So I'm gonna see what kind of players they need and everything. But I'm gonna leave that for later. So for now, just made a note that Preston is our feeder club. Partnership with Preston, yeah, affiliated clubs. So here's the thing now. It's gonna be under 18, and this is gonna be under 21, or you could say under 20. So players from under 18, like these are 60. So players who are 16 and 17 are gonna age up to 18, 19, move into the under 23, but they're gonna be aged 19, 20, 19 and 20 basically. Sorry, 16, 16, 17, 18 here, 19, 20, 21 here. But after that, if they're past 21, they're getting into Preston. So Preston is our, in terms of developing a talent pool, Preston is our link over here so that players have a normal, players have a development, like have stages in their development. It's not like a big jump that they find hard to make and can't adapt and whatnot and stuff like that. So Preston is the club over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow them and get team report. It doesn't really matter, team pool. I'm just going to select the first one, Preston. So they don't have under 23 squad. They only have under 18 and under 18 and senior team. Under 18 senior team. So in terms of senior team, Okay, so I have to continue. Brentford, difficult match. Continue. So I'm having a replay against Bedford. Bedford. It's a FA Cup game. I'm probably gonna rotate, but I'm just gonna end Steam here and recontinue. Like end the Steam and start the Steam, just so that it's easier to upload onto YouTube and whatnot. So just bear with me for a second.